So Manchester United versus Sheffield United. Very, very important game. Very big game. So you look at how Manchester United have started lockdown. Wasn't that impressive. 1-1 draw over Tottenham, who were there for the taking. Not particularly happy with that. But we're facing another team that's also not fared particularly well. Since the lockdown has been eased and football has resumed, Sheffield United drew with Aston Villa, albeit through some questionable refereeing. They should have had a goal. That definitely should have been reviewed by VAR. It was clearly over the line, so they're a bit unlucky not to get a win there. However, this past weekend, they just lost to Newcastle 3-0. So this should be a quick, easy video. Like, I should be able to just say, yeah, well, Newcastle United can beat them 3-0. So Manchester United can beat them 3-0. But it's not quite that simple. We could do that. That doesn't mean that I think we will. In terms of the lineup, I think there's going to be a few changes. You have to rotate. When you're playing a game every 3 days, you've got to rotate the lineup a little bit. I think De Gea will stay in goal, despite all the speculation. And I don't necessarily see anything wrong with that. I mean, could you drop him? Yes. Should you drop him? Potentially not. I mean, we do have the luxury of the best number 2 in the Premier League in Sergio Romero. So if you did want to drop him, then it's perfectly acceptable. But I think the problem with that goal that everyone's blaming David De Gea for, it really lies with the centre-backs. Lindelof and Maguire shouldn't be playing together. It should be Bailey and Maguire, or Twanzebe and Maguire, because you need one centre-back that's fast. You put a fast centre-back next to Maguire for that goal, even though Maguire gets beaten far too easily and is definitely accountable for that goal that Tottenham scored. You put a fast centre-back next to him, Eric Bailly gets across there. If he's in the position that Lindelof was in, he gets across. So I would like to see him start this game. But if I had to bet my house on it, I would say no. He's going to stay with Lindelof and Maguire because that's the pair that he seems to like. He believes they're the best 2 centre-backs at the club, which I happen to disagree with. Even if you agree with that, it's a style thing. You need someone fast with Maguire, and Lindelof's not that guy. I think the rest of the back 4 remains the same. There's no reason to drop Lucio or Wan-Bissaka. I think in midfield there'll be quite a bit of changes. I've got a feeling he's going to play Matic. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think that it should be McTominay. I think McTominay done quite well. It wasn't his best game, but he was better than Fred. And I think Pogba and Bruno are both going to play. That's what I'm hearing, is that Pogba and Bruno are both going to play this game. So I think that in order to balance that out, Solskjaer's going to stick Matic behind them. The issue I have with that is it's then a lack of mobility in midfield. Neither Bruno or Pogba are very defensive. Whichever way you set it out, whether you set it up as Pogba playing with Matic as one of a 2, or whether you play it as a midfield 3. So I don't like that, but I think that's what we're going to go with. And I think Greenwood probably starts this game, and Rashford will start on the left. And I'm kind of thinking Martial will get dropped and Ighalo will get put in, although I don't agree with that at all. I think Ighalo looked out of shape, and I don't think Martial's as bad as everyone has said. He wasn't as bad in that game as everyone's saying, sorry. So I think Martial should be up front with Greenwood right, Rashford left. That's what I would do, but I don't think that's what we're going to do. I think Ighalo's going to play. Anyway, in terms of the game itself, Sheffield United they've just been battered 3-0 by Newcastle, and there's only 2 points between us and them, but we can't keep worrying about Sheffield United when Wolves are literally on our arse. They've got the same amount of points as us. Like, we need to win this game, but Sheffield United need it just as bad as we do. If we beat them, I believe their challenge for the top 4 is over. Chelsea have already gone 4 points ahead of us. That stupid result we had at the weekend. They've obviously beaten Villa. So we need to win this game. And I think we will pull it out, but it's not going to be a very exciting game. This is the reality. Sheffield United will set up defensively. They'll be trying to hit us on the break, as a lot of teams do these days. And we could be in danger of that. If you start Lindelof and Maguire at the back, we're always vulnerable to the long ball and someone fast running in behind. But I think ultimately we're going to scab a 1-0 here. I think Ollie's going to get into them. I think we're going to defend well. We're going to keep possession of the ball. I think Sheffield United are going to sit back, but I think we're going to scab a 1-0 win. And I don't have a problem with that. I think 3 points is 3 points at this stage of the season. And our goal difference is better than Chelsea's anyway. So I think we need to take the win at all costs here. I don't really care about exciting football. We can worry about that next year when we've got Champions League. But for now, let's just concentrate on the win. I think that's what we'll do. It's not going to be pretty. We're not going to create many chances, but I think Man United 1, Sheffield United 0. I am usually quite ambitious. I most of the time, do believe United are going to win. If I didn't believe it, I would say. I think United take this game 1-0. We get the gap. We close the gap a little bit. But there's still a lot of work to do even after this game. So 1-0 to Man United against Sheffield United. Guys, please comment what you think the score's going to be. Do you disagree with what I've said about the lineup? If so, please let me know in the comments and we can discuss it. As always, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for listening.